Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to give you an update on my garden. I'm going to show you the roses and I'm going to show you the dahlias. The dahlias are doing so beautifully. Now the roses have slowed down quite a bit, but I wanted to show you what it looks like when it slows down. That way you can see the progression of the blooms. I hope you guys enjoy this video. So before we get to the roses and the dahlias, I just wanted to show you a little bit of the petunias and how they're doing. I did a garden tour a couple of weeks ago, and now they have grown so much more. So I think it's going to be time for me to do another update or tour of my garden. But we're going to turn to the rose garden. Now I want you to take a look at the rose garden here. And for those of you who have been following my channel, you could see the difference. Right now the roses are in transition. They have finished their first bloom for the spring and they are getting ready to do another round of blooming for the summer. So the only ones that I have that are blooming is Mr. Lincoln right now. I do have a few buds, so Mr. Lincoln will give me a few roses in a few days here. Mr. Lincoln is one of my most fragrant rose. So if you're looking for a rose that's not a David Austin rose, I would recommend Mr. Lincoln. The other rose that is still blooming is Mill on the Floss. This is a David Austin rose. So we're going to take a look at the roses that are still blooming. This is Queen of Sweden. There's a couple of blooms here. Now as I am showing you these roses, I want you to notice the new growth on them, the buds, because they are getting ready for another round of blooms. The other rose that is still blooming is Celestial Night. Look at this gorgeous color. Isn't this beautiful? I love Celestial Night. Gorgeous. Now I haven't featured the Onwick rose much because it's late. But it does have some blooms on it, so I'm going to show that to you. It's got several blooms on this one. It's very interesting how some years you have more blooms than other years. I remember one year I had a lot of blooms on my Alnwick rose. This year it's late and it doesn't have as much bloom, but nevertheless we are enjoying it. And the other rose that I want to show you is Bathsheba. Bathsheba is also another one that is late this year. Look at this gorgeous bloom. So beautiful. So it has these progression. Bathsheba starts like this, and then it looks like this. Look at these beautiful form there. And then it progresses to this. I think each stages of this rose is actually very beautiful. I'm going to try to climb up here because the rose, this vine is a climbing vine, and there are roses way up here that I want to show you guys. Here's another one that's gorgeous, gorgeous, and another one right here. And then I'm going to turn over to this side. You remember my Violet's Pride? It blooms so profusely. Now it is done and it has slowed down, but we are awaiting another cycle. Let's go this direction. I have Wild Eve. Still has a few blooms. Here's another Wild Eve. And you can see my Sceptred Isle is finished. You can see some new growth. Here's probably the last cluster of Sceptred Isle. It is getting ready for another round of bloom. So a lot of my roses are in transition right now. This is Munstead Wood. Munstead Wood has these buds and new growth already. Golden Celebration also has some buds. So the roses are finished for the spring season, and we are awaiting the next bloom. So now what we're going to do is we're going to turn to the dahlias, because my dahlias are now shining. It's time for them to take the stage. This one right here, I just bought this recently, and there was no tag on it. So I have no idea what this is, but this is just stunning. Next to this unknown, unnamed dahlia is my dahlia from last year. This is called Labyrinth. Labyrinth is so beautiful. There's this huge bloom right underneath here, and there is so much more to come. Gorgeous. I do have one that's kind of hiding back here, so we are going to go back here and look at another labyrinth bloom. Look at this, so beautiful. And then I have this yellow right here, yellow dahlia. Again, I think I lost my tag, and I can't remember the name of that one. This one right here, this stunning red, is called Hot Rod. Look at this. Gorgeous, gorgeous. And there are others to come. So what we're going to do now is we're going to turn to my other dahlia box, because there are others to see. This dahlia is called Babylon Red. And this is one of my dinner plate dahlia. So gorgeous. And when I say dinner plate, because they are huge, huge bloom. Look at this. Gorgeous. So this is Babylon Red. And then we have over here black satin. And then we have down here honeydew. And the reason they call it honeydew is because it does look like honeydew. It has that tinge of honeydew. And this is Diva. Beautiful. And this is Chewy right here. So many gorgeous dahlia. We're going to come around this way because I want to show you a couple more darker colored dahlias that I have. This is Arabian Night, and I have been featuring Arabian Night for several days or for several weeks because it keeps blooming. And next to Arabian Night is kind of a similar color. This is called Karma Chalk. Look at this. Isn't this gorgeous? It's a little bit darker than Arabian Night. In fact, let me see here. Here's another Karma Chalk right here. Isn't this gorgeous? I mean, look at this different coloring over here. So this is Arabian Night. It's kind of hard to tell the difference. And this is Karma Chalk. And this is another Karma Chalk right here. This is Chewy right here. And we're going to turn to this side, and I don't know the name of this red dahlia. Again, I'm sorry, I lost the tag. I've had it for 3 years. And here is another dahlia right here. Big dahlia. So I'm going to look at a couple of smaller dahlias back here. This one is Rebecca Lynn, pink miniature looking dahlia. Gorgeous. And then an even smaller dahlia is Kasasagi. Look at the size of this, so cute. It's got tons of bloom, as you could see here. Tons of bloom. So we're going to go this direction because I want to show you a couple more dahlias that I have here. And I have shown you this red dahlia that I don't have a name, but it is blooming so beautifully. I mean, it's loaded with flowers. So I'm going to turn the camera around so you can see this gorgeous, gorgeous bush. It's so beautiful. Look at this. And again, I don't have a name for this dahlia. I wish I did. But look at all of the blooms on this one. It is just loaded, loaded. It is probably the one that has the most flower right now. But it is a little bit early for the rest of them. And they will bloom just like this. I love dahlias. These are so gorgeous. So many flowers. I'm going to pull back a little bit so you can see the entire plant here. And then over on this side, I do have another type of dahlia, kind of a white with a purple tinge, and I don't have a name for this one as well. But this is also looking very nicely. Look at this. The garden is looking so nicely. I'm gonna just pan over to this side of my garden just so you could see a little bit more of what's going on. And I will try to do another tour of my garden. Well, that's it for now. I hope you guys enjoy this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.